Hey everyone, so today I'm going to be doing the paranormal tag. Um, my aunt had actually done this tag about a year ago, and she got it from someone else's channel, but I'm just going to put it on hers um, as a video response. Her username is Jellicles Forever. Go check it out, and after this video. So, um, the first question is, how old were you when you had your first paranormal experience? Um, Between maybe 5 and 7 is what I remember, but all I remember is like talking to this little girl, and I don't remember actually seeing her, so I can't say if I saw her, but um, I do remember like talking to nothing, if that makes sense. Like I would sit on the couch and I would talk to somebody, but no one was there. So that's what I remember. I mean, I'm sure I saw her at some point, but that's all I can remember, which is sad because I would really like to have remembered that because it would be cool. Okay, number 2, have you always believed in ghosts? As far as I remember, yes, I have. I mean, I think at one point when I was like trying to figure everything out, I was like, no, this can't be real. But then just growing up around it all the time, I never really questioned it after that. So, like, no one ever told me that they weren't real or, don't believe in them. Not like they said don't believe in like monsters or whatever, but not ghosts because everybody had experienced something. So they weren't going to lie and say that they didn't. Um, 3, where is your favorite place to investigate? It depends. Um, Probably now it's my grandma's, even though I'm scared most of the time. I'm starting to kind of not be. Every time we go there, we seem to get something, and we've gotten some of the best EVPs, like out of anything that I've ever seen on TV, the computer. Not to like brag about it, but like we get real responses, and it's just so amazing how quickly that it happens. And it seems like every time we'll have the recorder on, we get some kind of noise or something. Like it's just amazing. I find it very, very interesting just to know that they're there all the time and you can't see them, but they can see you. Um, but other than that, I'd probably say graveyards only because I like them and they're really pretty. Like if you look at all like the headstones and stuff, it's like I really like older headstones. If you'd like to see a video collage of when my aunt and I went to the graveyard, yeah, a graveyard, I can make that. I was planning on doing that anyway, but I can follow up this video with it, and then I can link her video where she talked about it in here too, or in that video. Um, what is your favorite investigating tool to use? This is question number 4, by the way. Probably an EVP recorder. I actually have one. I don't know where it is right now, but I have the same one that my aunt has. So if you go to her ghost hunting video, like tool video, I can link that too. I have the same one. It was about $30 on sale. I got it from Amazon, and I'm really happy with it. I actually had gotten one for Christmas, but it didn't have a USB port, which that's very important if you're going to get one, because otherwise you can't get your EVPs off of it. So it works really well. It takes AAA batteries, 2 of them, so it's like you buy it once, you'll have it forever. So it's not like a cheap item that will just break. So, and I find that's the easiest thing because you can just directly talk to anybody and leave it on and go walk away, and it's doing its job, just recording. So it's not hard to use, and you can pretty much pick up anything on it. So what is your scariest paranormal experience? Um, I don't really know. Probably, I'm I'm gonna answer this one and favorite in the same thing. Um, so question 5 is what is your scariest, and question 6 was what is your favorite. So I'm going to say that my scariest and favorite was when we were at my grandma's house. We were upstairs, and um, like she has a hallway, so like some of my cousins and I were standing on the end of the hallway, and my aunt and my other cousins were standing by the bathroom, and all of a sudden we had like the EMF recorder, and it started to go up when they were over there, and we I was over, like I said, I was scared, so I was at the end of the hallway, and I this is hard to explain, but we were just standing there, and then they were like, "Oh my goodness." And I was like, "What?" And they were like, "Come over here." And as soon as I got like halfway over there, the entire atmosphere changed. Like literally, you could feel something like pressure. I've never had anything like that happen to me before. Like, yeah, obviously, if you go outside and you feel it's muggy, you could tell the difference. It was almost like that, but it was more of like a very energetic atmosphere. Like you're going from normal air to energy full, not a word, but like it was just amazing. None of us were doing it. There's no way that anybody could be giving off that kind of powerful energy. And I think it was even recorded on the recorder when I was like, wow, oh my god, this is so cool. Like it was just something that you won't forget, and it proves that something's there. So that was definitely one of the favorites. I guess my other favorite, mm, I don't know, would be like when we first started. Um, we were at my grandma's again, and we were like on her back porch, and we, I suggested, that's the phone, sorry. um, I suggested that we go on the back deck because no one ever really had done anything there, and it was right when we started to really do investigations, and there were some reported incidences there about like an old lady, and she was knocking on the door and she didn't have any feet, and yeah, weird. But I said, why don't we just go there, because it's outside. I like to do things outside because I feel like if you're stuck inside, then if something happens, I'll get too scared and want to leave. But if I'm outside, it's perfectly fine. um, so we were outside, and um, we were just like standing there, and we had the recorder on, and we could definitely hear a lady say help me, and some little kid or something counting to 1 2 3, and that was like what really got me into it again, because I had already wanted to do this stuff, but we just didn't have the equipment, and so that was like the turning point for me, because I was like, none of us have that voice, none of us were talking. So there was only 5 of us about on the deck, and there were no little kids, and you could distinctly hear 1 2 3. My aunt also has a video about that. I can post that here too in the little annotation thing. Um, so that was definitely another one of my favorite paranormal experiences. 7. Do you know anyone else personally who has paranormal experiences? Yes, about every single person in my family has seen, heard, felt something, so everybody around me. Um, some of my friends have, not really. I try to I try to keep it on the down low sometimes because I don't really want to like come off as being weird, but I think that's just because people don't understand how this works or what they are, so they're almost like turned off by the fact that I like to do that stuff. And I've just come to the realization that if you don't like me because of that, then that's too bad, because it really is a whole nother world that you could uncover, and it just interests me. But my main friend network, if you want to say, does support me in that, and they do like to do that stuff, so I'm always getting bothered to go. um, but I do I do want to take them if you're watching. I do, but it's just difficult. So, I'm trying to, and I also like to help people maybe, like, my friend, someone in her family had passed away, so I offered to go over there with a recorder and we could sit down and maybe, you know, try to talk about it or try to get someone to come through. So I do I do like to do that. It's like if I have resources to give to help somebody to understand what this is, I'll do it. I give them book requests to read, and because I've read a couple really good books on it. So, I mean, certain people just are not convincible, um, which leads into the next question of, do you have trouble convincing friends and family about your paranormal experiences? Family, no. Um, but friends, sometimes. I don't like to like shove it on people, like say, oh my god, you have to believe in this. Because I feel like with time, if you do certain things and experience other things, you will eventually believe. And I'm not here to make people believe. I'm just here to share what I find and what I've researched on, which I've read a couple books on it. It's not like I know everything, but I'd like to help people as much as I can understand the subject. So, yes. Number 9, favorite paranormal TV show. I don't know, Ghost Adventures. I used to not like them. I used to only like Ghost Hunters. Then I kind of switched. I know Ghost Adventures. I mean, everyone says that they're fake and stuff, but I mean, I don't know. With us being able to catch such good EVPs all the time, I don't see why it would be so difficult for them. So I don't feel like they need to make things up to like scare the audience. Um, I like both of those. I haven't watched Ghost Hunters a lot because I'm not really into it anymore. And now the guy left, so it's like their whole group is like, yeah. But um, I do like those shows. A Haunting on Animal Planet is like, I don't know why it's on Animal Planet. I guess because they have animals in it sometimes. But like that show is like amazing. Except I hate the reenactments. Like I would rather have them like record the actual house and then have the people like go and say this is where this happened instead of like scaring the crap out of you and then not seeing what the real image was or whatever. But My Ghost Story does that sometimes. I like that show also, except some of that stuff they did disprove because on Fact or Fake, I don't know if you know that show, that's on Sci-Fi too. They showed one where it was on My Ghost Story, and they proved somehow they debunked it. So, I mean, I think that's just the My Ghost Story show kind of does show anything, but I do like to watch it because some of the stuff is like super creepy. So, I'm sorry if I'm rambling, but it's difficult, these questions. I have a lot of things I like to watch. Favorite paranormal movie? I don't really know. Oh, well, my most hated paranormal movie is 13 Ghosts. I absolutely hate that movie. Not because it's bad, because it's scary. And everyone's like, it's not scary. That, I swear to you, was one of the scariest movies I've ever watched. It, like, is so disturbing to me. I don't understand why. I think because I watched it when I was, like, young. So, like, every time it's on, I can't watch it. It, like, scares the crap out of me. So that's not my favorite, but um, I don't really know. Yeah, I don't know about movies, but yeah. What would be your dream place to investigate? I'd probably have to say the Myrtles Plantation, which I'm pretty sure that my aunt said that answer also. Um, I just find that place so beautiful and it's like so cool. Like just the history that there is with it and the amount of activity and how big it is. I love old beautiful houses and that would be like awesome. Another one would be the Winchester Mystery House. I think that's what it's called. Where I don't think it's haunted though. Maybe it is. It's the one in California where like the doors, there's doors and they lead to nothing. Like it just, you open it up and it's like outside. So I just always was fascinated with that house. And it seems really interesting. So, oh, and probably the, where else? The state penitentiary, the Eastern State Penitentiary. I think that's cool. My friend had gone there and she went for Halloween and they kind of like did like cheesy Halloween like reenactments. They weren't really even like real talking about ghosts. It was more like scary stuff for Halloween. So I mean, if you could just go there and go by yourself, that would be cool. Um, 11. Do you prefer to investigate alone or in a group? Definitely in a group. I need some kind of moral support. I mean, I get creeped out. I used to get creeped out a lot easier. I'm trying to, again, become stronger with that. I don't know. I guess I just have to realize that it's like a person, but they're just not there. It's just their energy. And oh, wait. Oh, okay. Now that I just said that, I remember my favorite paranormal TV show all time, Ghost Whisperer. Okay, like not just because it's about ghosts, but if you watch that show, you will understand why it's really good. Like the storyline's good, the filming's good, the actors are great. Like I just, every show is different and it's so cute to like watch everything. And yeah, if you haven't watched that, just watch one. You'll like it. Um, is your home haunted? No, I do not believe that my house is haunted, but I do believe that outside, like the barns and things, and the house next to mine is haunted. I have a very old 1800s home located right next to me. Um, we pretty much share a yard. No one lives there currently, but our house was, I don't know when our house was built, but the 40s or 30s or something, I think. Maybe not. Maybe older. I don't know. I know the garage outside was built in the 40s, which is weird. I don't know if they added, well, obviously they added it on later. But yeah, so our house is not as old as that or the barns, but some weird things like everyone always feels really creeped out in this one barn, and um, it's just weird. So I think from time to time things can pass through my house because I'm right in the middle of everything. So, and the whole property itself is very, very old. So I feel like, yes, they could pass through. But personally, inside here, I have only had one experience. Um, I could make a separate video about that because this video is already 18 minutes. And I'm sorry for that, but I had a lot to say. Okay, last question is number 13. Have you ever had any paranormal experiences with animals? Yes, I have. Um, I think I've had two, like, real-time experiences and one with a picture. Um, my mom has also said this has happened. Like, we'll be in bed. I'll be in my bed in my room, and the dog will be right next to me. And then, like, all of a sudden at the bottom of my feet, I feel like a cat jump up on my bed. And I swear to you, the one time I was like, oh, come here, Precious, because my cat's name is Precious. And I looked and nothing was there. And I distinctly felt a cat jump onto my bed, onto my feet. And it was light, so it wasn't like it was super heavy, but I felt something. So I think that is very awesome. I would not be afraid to see any of my pets that have passed away. Um, I would be happy if I saw them. Definitely, I would. I've had a lot of dreams about my one cat who has passed away. It's weird because they're almost like real life dreams. Like, you know how like you're very like awake and you feel, like super like into it, I guess. Like that's what happened with me a couple times with him. And then my mom has also felt cats jump on the bed. I took one picture one time. I'm not sure if it's an animal. It's on, I will post the picture at the end of this video. What happened was I was outside and it was like an overcast day. So it was not sunny at all. I went over in my middle of my yard, which is back there. And I said, is anybody here? Can you show yourself? Can I take a picture of you? So across the driveway, there's like a little road. Um, right across the driveway on the other people's house lawn, if that makes sense. I took a picture, and then you see like this huge light. It's like almost like an eye shape. Um, it's lit up on the ground. It's like not big. It's about the size of a cat. That's why I think it was a cat. I don't know. That's what we say it is. There's many cats that have passed away here in all the years that we've been here, and I wouldn't doubt that any of them wouldn't be here. But so I can post that picture now. Okay, so do you see what I'm talking about now? How it's like overcast and you can't, there's just no way that that was light of any kind. So when I did, I saw the picture on my camera, I smiled, I said thank you, and I walked away. That was all I did. I wasn't provoking. I was just like, hey, can I take a picture of you, please? And then I just did that, and that's what happened. I tried to recreate it. I took pictures after, right after, different angles, different everything, and I could not get it to do it again. So that is my tag. I'm sorry that it took so long. Yeah. So comment and tell me what you like, what your favorite paranormal experience is. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.